Welcome back to the Means Report. We appreciate you staying with us. We're, as promised, we're going to switch our focus to the world of agriculture now. There is so much going on just up the road in McCormick, South Carolina, on the beautiful campus of the John De La House School. That is where you will find the South Carolina Governor's School for Agriculture. And I'm telling you, this is where the leaders of the industry are being shaped right now. So know that great things are going on up there in McCormick County. And we have some fine guests to talk about not only what's going on at the school, but about the Ag Fest, which will be a chance for you to get a firsthand look at what is going on under the leadership of Libby Templeton, one of the teachers there at the Governor's School. Mrs. Templeton, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
We appreciate it. And how about Lyle Fulmer, a senior? He's with us today. He's going to talk about the Ag Fest and his studies there on campus. Greg Gardner is with us as well. Behind Lyle and Gray, you will find J.C. Chandler and North Augusta's own Lily Fox. Lily, you're a little closer to home now by being here in Augusta than you were in McCormick, I think. So glad you're back in the CSRA, at least this part of it. Mrs. Templeton, let's start with you and just kind of give the viewers a general overview of what goes on at the School for Agriculture. I know you're studying modern farming. I know that you're getting people ready for that industry should they choose to go into it. How do you get in? Seems like the criteria might be kind of tough.
It is. Yes, sir. So the students have to fill out an application. They have to write an essay. They have to have an interview. They have to have letters of recommendation. No disciplinary issues, all to get into our school. Yes, sir.
Give me a snapshot of what kind of interest we're finding in the world of agriculture and farming. Has it gone up or down in recent years? Is it about the same? Do kids want to do this?
Well, the reason we have the school is so that we don't lose that interest. It has gone down. So we don't want those students to lose that focus and that interest, and we want them to come back into the area. So whether it be career focused or industry focused or college, bound. So we want to make sure those students are prepared for the, for the world.
Lyle, what led you to go into this field? Do you come from a family of farmers? What kind of lit that spark in you?
I actually do come from a long history of family of farmers. I'm actually a 7th generation on a family farm, and we actually grow summer vegetables during the summer, along with other beef and pork products, and then we'd sell those at our roadside stand. And not only did I really want to expand that business at our home farm, but I really wanted to go into agricultural engineering. And kind of what led me to do that was I actually also showed dairy cows during my youth. And then the guy that I actually showed for, he was in a wheelchair. And he got caught up in a farming accident many years ago. And to see me struggle, or to see him struggle, and then to me to actually want to help him, I actually want to go into agriculture engineering so that I'm able to make these innovations that can really help these people continue to farm.
What about you, Gray? Family of farmers there up in the Clinton, Darlington, Mechanicsville areas?
No, I didn't actually get the most traditional start into agriculture. My dad's side of the family, we owned our own hog farm and did our own barbecue restaurant. But once I moved up to Clinton, that kind of went away as we moved to a new area. And then I got started into ag science classes when I started high school. Met an amazing advisor and teacher that introduced me to Miss Templeton in the school, and really has now solidified my career aspects in animal science and veterinary science to go into specifically like disease research with the USDA and those kind of things.
Listen, there's a ton of science involved. I'm hearing these youngsters answer my questions, and it looks like that would be a good background to have, I'm guessing, Ms. Templeton, before you come to the school, to be skilled in science, probably math?
Well, science area, math area would be wonderful to have before you come here, but we have 4 pathways. We have the animal science area, wildlife forestry, horticulture, and ag mechanics are our 4 pathways that we offer at our school. So several of those areas are fine, but we still also have the core subjects that all students need to have to graduate high school.
All right, tell me about this Ag Fest. Y'all, it's coming up on March 2nd. It's going to just be amazing. Is this a chance sort of to open your doors and show the world what you're doing?
And it really is, and that's why we did create Ag Fest. So we opened our school in the middle of a pandemic, and we were trying to figure out a way to get people to our campus. Yeah. So when we started Ag Fest, that was one way we wanted, most people have festivals, so we created Ag Fest. Our students love to show animals. So this is one way we could do that, to exhibit our students and their animals and get everybody out there as a big festival. It's like a small fair without the rides. We have vendors and everybody out there, and JC's family is one of the vendors. They make the best chicken bog ever. So, but yes, sir, and it's open to all states. So we have North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia folks that come out there and participate with us. We have judges from all over the place, Kentucky and Virginia and Ohio that have come out there to help us even. So yes, please come out there and support us. We have a beef show, a dog field trial, a goat show.
Fishing tournament.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff. So please come out there and join us for that. But that is why it was created. Not only to come see our beautiful campus and what these students are doing. The students are so heavily involved with this, not only on the livestock side of it, they make their own awards for this as well too.
You showing anything, Lyle? I know you used to back in the day.
I actually won't be showing this year. I'll actually be one of the announcers this year at one of the shows, and just like I was last year. So I'm real excited for that.
Let me ask you about the world of farming, especially the agricultural engineering side of it. When you say that you're focusing on that, are we talking about better equipment in the future, hopefully better ways to grow and maintain the food we eat?
It's actually just about all those aspects and a little bit more. I really want to go into engineering that will make the farm equipment more accessible to these physically disabled farmers, or you just get older and you may need a little bit of help. And between more accessible, more efficient, more productive, and then possibly make it to where if there's ever a job shortage, they already have it now, where their equipment is self-driving. I mean, I really want to go into that field where I can open up new doors to not just people, but whole new frontiers of technology.
Yeah, that's a great point. And you mentioned jobs. Ms. Templeton, are they out there, and can the School of Agriculture, the agricultural school, help these students find employment when they get out?
Yes, that is one of our big goals, is to help them find the careers in this. Like I said, that we're not only pushing them towards college, but also career ready as well. We're finding lots of opportunities for them.
Gray, are you focused on animal health and well-being when you grow up? Is that going to be your focus?
Yes, it is. I'm kind of have my career aspirations in vet science and hoping, to go to vet school. Actually, because I was over here at the governor's school, I got introduced to Mississippi State and their vet school and their advisors, and in that way. At AgFest, I'll actually, be showing my own hogs and then show for another breeder in South Carolina. But especially, disease prevention and, just keeping our animals and livestock producers as the top quality in South Carolina and across the U.S., just to that top standard.
Do most of your graduates, Ms. Templeton, go on to a job in the agriculture business, or do some just go to your school because they want to have that skill set for life?
Yes, we've had 2 graduating classes, and almost all of them went on to college or an agricultural field.
Yeah, it's
Yes, sir.
amazing how much it has changed. We were talking before we began taping this segment about the food sciences part of it, and how so much goes into making our food as healthy as possible, making sure it is processed properly, if at all. How much interest do you have in that part of your curriculum, where people want to make sure when we go to the grocery store we have the best stuff possible?
Yes, that is a huge portion of our program, and that's something that we're self-sustaining at our school. Actually, we're putting the products into our cafeterias. We're actually going to be opening a meats lab soon and a culinary program at our school for food safety.
Well, what do you hope that people take away from the Ag Fest? You mentioned countless things for people to watch and do, but when they get home, what do you want them to think about when they picture your school?
Well, what I want them to picture about our school is make them aware of our school and the opportunities that we have there for them. If you're a 10th, 11th, or 12th grade student and you see that what these students are, they're advocates for agriculture now, and what they're going and what they're doing and what they're learning. The opportunities are out there for them, that we're there. Maybe they want to apply and come to our school. I want them to come and be a part of our Ag Fest. It's a wonderful, beautiful place that they need to come and tour and just see, and just in general, because there's a lot of history there. We've been there, 227 years, believe it or not. But just not as a governor's school. We've only been there 4 years as a governor's school
But the
now.
De La House School in general
Yes, sir.
is a rich part of our history.
It is very much so, yes, sir.
Let me just ask any of y'all, and JC and Lily, by the way, I feel so guilty. We can always we can get Lyle or Gray to lean towards you and you can talk into their mics. But I'll just ask anybody how much the weather impacts farming these days. So many times on Channel 6 in the winter, we say that it's too cold, it's going to hurt the farmers. In the summer, we say it's too hot and dry. Have we come up with advances in technology to protect our crops and our animals weather-wise better than we did in the past?
I can kind of speak on the animal side of that.
Sure.
I definitely think that, as producers, as the weather changes, just getting those, genetic matches right and really trying to find the best quality and effective breeds, crossbreeding and that kind of things to help producers, sustain those heats or cold temperatures. I know specifically on the hog side, seeing on the goat side, picking the best breeds and picking the best genetics so that, you know, they're able to withstand whatever temperature or climate they're in, to also best suit, you know, whatever area they're in as well. But definitely have advanced that side of it.
Lyle, on your family farm, have y'all had to do things differently just in your lifetime to make sure, not only to protect your crops from the weather, but from pests and other things like that that could hurt them?
I mean, we've always, through the years, whether it be we had to do something that we've never done before or something that we had to do 3 years ago or something we have to do every year. I mean, there's always something new that you have to do. I mean, especially here recently, the water crisis, where we kind of had a shortage of water this past year and the past few years ago,
right,
where we had a shortage of water. We really had to literally go somewhere miles away from our pasture of cows just to fill up tubs of water and then bring them all the way to the cows. And I mean, it's something new that you have to do every year.
Well, it is, and I admire y'all for adapting, making sure the animals stay hydrated and healthy, and I just appreciate all that you are doing. AgFest, folks, is coming up on March 2nd. We have information. The website is going to be on your television screen. Lyle and Gray and JC and Lily, thank you all so much for being here. Miss Templeton, you did a great job. By the way, JC and Lily's parents, don't get mad at me because they didn't talk a lot. We ran out of microphones, but don't they look great? So when you watch this back, know that. Congratulations, y'all, and thanks for leading our industry going forward. When we come back, how you can help shape future editions of the Means Report, help us get more wonderful guests like these in a moment.